Would you like to teach your dog how to stay in place? Watch this video. Okay, so go ahead and do what you've been doing at home. You're going to stay down. If he doesn't down, put it on your foot.
Down.
Wait. Okay, actually down on command. That's beautiful. Put your foot on it. If he didn't down on command, then you would have put it on your foot and made tension, or put it under your foot and made tension, right?
Yep.
Okay, now that the homework has been done and his brain has learned to surrender to the tension on the line, I'm gonna have you transition to a leash correction.
Okay.
So when I go to do that, I'm gonna have you just step back 1 foot, right there's good. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him down. If he doesn't down, you always give the dog the chance to succeed. If he doesn't down, then I'm going to give a correction in a down and away motion. It'll look like this. And you do not need to say the dog's name. Down. He made the decision not to comply, he doesn't even care. Correction, down. I'm gonna correct in a down and away motion. Down, down, down. And then I'm gonna stand up. So he doesn't have a lot of respect for me. This is new with me, so he wanted to mess with my hand, lick my hand. Notice I didn't address any of that. I'm just gonna continue to correct for down as I repeat it until he complies. So what's important is I stood straight up when I executed the command. When he chose not to comply, I then bent over and gave a correction in a down and away motion. Not straight to the ground, just down and away. And then I stayed bent over. So once I correct him, I say down again. And he's not downing, so I correct it again. I stay in position. I say down again. I gave what, 4 or 5 corrections? Notice I stayed in position. What I do not want you to do is to tell him down, he doesn't down. You bend over to correct, and then immediately you get up.
Okay.
Because you don't want to give up your space. It's not over yet. He didn't comply.
Right.
So you want to have it be calm so you can stay in position and reiterate the correction. And then anytime you correct, you repeat why he got corrected, which was down. Okay? Now, when I go, if he breaks command, like right now, down, I correct again, down, down, down. So he got up because he's watching somebody walk by, and that stimulates him. Because probably there's an expectation of affection with that person. So that's another conversation. Don't ever let him say hi to people on a walk. That's what creates that. It can be part of it. Anyway, so you saw I corrected. So if he breaks command, correction comes first, not a down command.
Okay.
Because if he lays back down, he laid back down, but no correction came. He'll never stay down to avoid a command, but he will stay down to avoid a correction. So if he breaks command and it is his fault, meaning some human didn't come up or a dog didn't come up, but if he breaks command, correction comes first, then you say down to remind you why he got corrected. So then I just stand here. Now what you'll be able to do at home, down, is you're gonna be able to get 6 feet away, and then you're gonna be able to drop the leash and step away. So let's say you're 10 feet from him, folding laundry, whatever, right? You could be watching TV. And he breaks command to come see you. Say nothing, get the leash, bring him back to his spot, correct in a down and away motion, and then say down.
Okay.
He has to be corrected for being wrong, but he can't get corrected till you get him back to the spot.
Question.
Yes.
Do I have him on the leash when I'm starting this? I'm going to be taking just the 6 feet with the leash, working with him to be down and doing whatever.
Yep. Right now, the pinch collar and leash, the pinch collar is your source of correction.
Right.
You cannot say down without it being on.
Okay.
And right now, because he's still learning, you want a 6-foot leash on and the pinch collar. Now, let me say this. Back to the safety instructions. He never wears the pinch collar unsupervised.
No.
He never wears it tight out. He never wears it. So the pinch collar and leash, he's not dragging it around the house.
No.
This is for your down command right now while you're working with him. So I don't move my body when I say the word break, because everything you do with your body while you give a command becomes part of the command. So I'm gonna stand completely still. I'm gonna say the word, then I'm gonna let him up. I very likely will not pet him because it creates too much excitement. So the release itself will have to be reward enough. Break, and I invite. So it's important, I am gonna pet him for a minute, easy. And then that's it. So I'm gonna try it one more time and then I'm gonna have you do it. Come on. So now, I'm just gonna stand still, but I have my hand ready. Down. 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 Stronger correction. Down. 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 Hectic, frenetic. Down. Down. So then I'm going to go back, down to that. It's all right.
Yep.
Down. Calm it down. That's all protest. If he can find a way to get out of complying, he's going to do it.
Yep.
So I gave those corrections. Then I started to increase the correction. But notice as he tries to bite the line,
Yeah.
as he tries to be silly, I'm not going to deal with any of that. My body was calm. I didn't move my feet excessively.
Yeah.
And I just stayed to the course. But dogs don't learn unless they make a mistake. He has to refuse to down to find out he has to.
Yeah.
And then when you are making this transition to leash corrections, you might have to go back to standing on the line to show him.
Yep.
And then once you've showed him and he has success, then I would let him up and I would end up starting over.
Okay.
But you might have to go in between that till you can eventually get away from this completely.
Right.
Okay? It's not uncommon to have to show the dog, this still means this, I
Yeah.
can still make it happen.
Yeah.
But it takes away some of that hecticness.
Okay.
And he's not sensitive. So I was giving stronger corrections and he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's all a mental battle.
Yep.
So it's about finding that balance. So I'm gonna let him up, break, off, sit, sit.
Just.
It's all right. I was gonna try to share affection.
Yep.
Thought he'd stay calm, but he's not.
Yep.
So therefore, there he is.
Yep.
Do you have a puppy that is pottying in the house, doesn't come when called, chewing up everything? I have helped thousands of dog owners with every challenge that you can think of. And I've created a course that will bring clarity and set you on a successful path to having the relationship with your dog that you've always wanted. This program is for dogs at all stages of life. It is never too late to implement great leadership skills that will put you in the driver's seat no matter what your dog's age. It's never too late to learn how to have a great relationship with your dog. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you do what I was just doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand you the line. So when you go to give a correction, if your right hand is stronger, then you're gonna want to maybe get on the other side, but if you're fine on
This
there.
is my
if you're good
side.
Yep, so when you correct, you're not gonna be correcting down with your left hand. You
would go this way.
Yep, and so
Okay.
you might need to shorten up your line a little bit, but I'm gonna let you work that out. So anyway,
Okay.
yep, be ready. Now,
And then I say down.
right there, I'll tell you when to correct him.
Okay.
You correct when you see he's made the decision not to comply.
And that's
He
when I do
downed on
that.
command for you before.
Yeah.
He may down. So let's give him the chance to succeed. But I'll say, if I say correct, you're gonna bend over and give that correction and
do it
hold.
this way.
Yep. So go ahead and stand straight up.
Down.
Yep. Wait. Correct him. Let go of it with your
Down.
left hand when you do it.
Oh, whoops.
Correct him.
Down.
Shorten up your line. Now correct him.
Down. Down.
Calm it down. Good. Now wait. Say down and stand
Down.
up slowly. So it's really important. Look at me for a minute. You started to be super hectic.
Yeah.
Do not create fight with this dog. He'll just love to fight with you
Yeah.
and protest and be busy. So you're going to correct and then once you
wait.
pop, release, and hold and wait. When I say hold, you're not holding tension, but you're holding position.
Okay.
You bend at the waist. So the minute you say down, if he doesn't down, you're going to bend over, pop,
do it
release, and
once.
wait.
Okay.
And then if he doesn't down, pop, release, and wait.
Okay.
And then saying down each time. And then once he's settled, slowly move back up. Now, at any point, if he breaks command, you would immediately step in and correct in a down and away motion, and then you would say down. I'm gonna have you hold the leash without making tension.
Okay.
And step 6 feet back and see if he gets up. If he does, calmly.
Then-
And what I was saying is, you can be hectic. You could be moving. Sometimes you can move too fast for him.
Yes.
So I want you to just make
Slow
a
my
point
brain
to
down.
be a little bit more calm.
Yeah.
Because so he can follow and execute what you're asking.
Okay.
Our fast movements often spin the dog's brain up, and you're putting holes in your bucket.
Okay.
So say down and
Down.
and go ahead and go back 6 feet. Yep, just and hold on to that leash though. Okay, good. Now, if he breaks command, correct him. Okay. Okay, correct him. Pop it.
Down.
Do it again.
Down.
Let go of it with your left
Oh,
hand.
darn. That's right.
He's going, wait. Say down. Now calmly, no, don't correct. Slowly stand up. The reason I had you hold position is he was in the process of going down, all right? Now hold that, I didn't have you step away. Hold that leash ready to correct.
Okay.
You're not in a threatening position, but the slack is all out of your line. So if you broke command, all you really have to do is take up slight slack and go in there and correct, okay? Okay, without moving, say break, and we're gonna do it one more time. So we're really quick. Oh, you're already moving.
So
don't move your body.
Don't move.
You'll say the word break.
Break.
Then, yep, there you go. Good, and we're not gonna pet him because we're gonna put him in a sit though.
Sit.
Good, now just right. Notice how calm he is.
He's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now you think it through and then execute it correctly. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna say down.
And don't have this hand
Correct.
on here. Okay. Down.
Stand straight up. It's
Down.
not a threat. Wait. Correct him now. Bend over now at the waist and do it.
Down.
Okay, now wait. Say down again and stand up.
Down.
Now take your, perfect, just like that. When you're at home, you're gonna down him, he's settled, you can drop the leash. You have to stay in sight.
Okay.
Just stay where you're at.
Yeah.
You have to stay in sight. If you leave the room, he's gonna get up and then he can. So do not, you have to stay in sight. Please down him in multiple locations.
Okay.
If you only down him in one place, then that will become his down spot and he won't down other places.
Yeah.
I know some trainers will down on a mat or a place.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
To me, down means drop to your belly wherever you are.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
make sure that you're downing him in multiple locations. If he breaks command to come see you, he has the pinch collar and leash on. If he breaks command to come see you, I want you to say nothing. Get the leash, take him back to the spot, bend over, correct down and away, and then say down.
Okay.
He has to be corrected for being wrong, but you can't correct him till you get him back to the spot. Otherwise, because if he breaks command to go stand by you, and then you correct and say down, now he's downing next to you.
Right.
He's like, well, that's where I wanted to be in the first place.
Right. So take him back to the spot.
Take him back to the spot, correct him, then repeat down.
And then I'm first putting, that's the wrong word, putting him down. When I'm first making him lay down though, I'm saying down.
Yes.
And if he doesn't do it, then I correct.
Correct. You always give the dog the chance to succeed because the whole idea is for them to down on command to avoid the correction.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay?
Yep. Makes sense.
When he's in a down, we don't talk to him, pet him, or touch him.
Yeah.
People do not engage him. If there are other dogs in the home, they need to be put away unless they're sleeping on their pillow.
Right.
If a cat comes in, it's fine unless the cat starts to rub on him.
Yeah.
All right? And then you always walk to him to release him. So don't do it here because we're in an open area. But when it is time to get him up, because I want you to be downing him an hour a day.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
And then when you do come back to the dog, be about 4 or 5 feet, stand straight up, and then you just say the word break, pat your leg to invite him in.
Okay.
And then either the equipment comes off or the leash or whatever you're doing,
Okay.
whatever your lifestyle is.
Yep.
Now, once you have a good down command, start downing him when you're having dinner, down him away from the table in your line of sight. When people come and go out, when people come in your home, whether it's family or guests, he should be in a down command before that door is ever opened.
Yep.
And you might have to just stand there on the leash to do it in the beginning.
I will.
And then, because there cannot be a greeting at the door. We do not want people sharing affection in that with that excited brain, right?
Yep.
And then leave him down for a half hour after the people get there.
After they get there, okay.
Yep, leave him down for a half hour. And then when you do let him up, there's no delayed greeting, it's natural interaction.
Yeah.
Anytime he's busy, anytime he's anxious, anytime he's just, you're like, would you just be still?
Yeah.
Down him. 3 minutes here, 10 minutes there. So he might need, because it's a safe environment with no other dogs, and children, all that.
Yeah.
He can have the pinch collar on. You could get a leash for him to wear with supervision, hanging off, just short enough that he's not stepping on it to correct himself. So, he's just, you want to down, you're in the kitchen preparing food and you want him down at the threshold.
Yeah.
You can stand right there and tell him down. If he doesn't down, reach in and get the leash and correct.
Correct him. Okay.
And then you drop, but that way there's a handle there.
Yeah. I have a smaller leash that would work.
Yeah, but I'd have it as long as possible without him stepping on it.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
Yep. So he can't get hung up on things.
Yep.
Make sure unsupervised all of this comes off.
Yes.
Okay.
He only wears it when I'm really walking him and training him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, now you'll be able to have him wear it more because you're having more tools to use. Look at the difference in the mindset.
Yeah.
So when you got here.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Once you see, the thing that's awesome about the dogs is the minute you change, they change.
Yeah.
So this is awesome.
Yeah.
Your dog will never be the dog you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. Have a great day. For today's rough recap, it's important to make sure that you have a solid foundation of understanding before you ever start leash corrections. Also, when correcting for a down command, always make sure that you are correcting in a down and away motion. Also, your dog will never stay down to avoid a command, but they will stay down to avoid a correction. And one last thing, once you've started a formal down command, never say the command without having a way to reinforce it. Your dog will never be the dog you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. Have a great day. Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.